This short video will show you how to use Minitab to work the regression problems for this week's Minitab work. So I've got the data set opened up in Minitab. To do regression, you go to Stat, Regression, Regression, Fit Regression Model. And the responses are the Y variables, and your assignment was to look at things related to voting. I'm just going to look at, I don't know, something related to the crime index as my Y variable, and I'm going to do a simple linear regression first. Let's look at, I don't know, median family income. And I don't really think you need anything else. I don't think I asked you to do graphs. I'll just show you while you're here. If you ever do want to do graphs, here's a probability plot of residuals. Here's some other residual plots against the fits and against the order of the data values. And then just hit OK. And so there's your variables. I mean, your plots. I'm not really sure you're going to need those. But let's just minimize those and let's take a look at what the output looks like. So if you go back up to the top, here's the analysis of variance table. Here's the overall evaluation of whether or not there's significant regression, and you see the p-value is very small. Here's your r squared, not real high for my model. Here's your t's for your coefficients for your constant. The constant value is negative 20,510 with a p-value of 0. There's the t statistic, median family income. There's the regression equation right here. I don't think there's really anything else you need from there. If you want to do a multiple regression, do the same thing. Stat, regression, regression, regression. And now instead of one predictor, you can put in several predictors. So let's see, I had median family income. Maybe I want to put in SAT, overcrowding. I'm just picking variables here. Persons in poverty, let's say those. And OK. And again, you're going to get a bunch of graphs if you pick those graph options. So let's go back and take a look at this one. So now we've got, let's look at the individual t statistics here. So we've got some things here that are not very significant. And in fact, when we put all these in the model, it really looks like the only one that's significant is the overcrowded housing units, as we relate to, in this case, we're trying to predict the crime index. So here's the multiple regression model. The other thing you might want to do is look at the correlation matrix. If you remember how we did that, there's your r squared there. Let's go back and go to stat, basic stats, and we want to do correlation. And again, you're going to want to pick those same variables, if you can remember what they were. What did I have? Crime index. I think I used SAT scores. Overcrowded housing, I think. Percents in poverty. And overcrowded housing. There we go. And then let's hit OK. So it's going to give us a correlation matrix right here. Remember we talked about autocorrelation and whether or not there were two variables that were highly correlated. There's a high correlation between the overcrowded housing and the crime index. And then they tell you here the correlation, and then below it is the p-value for the correlation. So you might find this helpful as you work some of the problems also.